Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I'm kind of excited because I got an email from Beautylish saying a new palette was coming out. And I was like, I didn't know of a palette coming out, And it's a brand that I've never used, yet I have heard so much about. And the brand is Surratt. And they came out with a palette. Brace yourselves, y'all. Let's just say the price. Whew. And all that. It's got something. Let me tell you. Alright, so what I purchased was Surratt Les Roses palette, which I believe is the rose palette, but I could be wrong. And it's 4 shades for $88. Yep, $88. So basically like Tom Ford. Oh, and the other one. What's that other one I bought? Girl On? Yeah. So really it's right up there, I guess, with the rest of them. So never mind. I guess it's not as high as I thought it was. Although I will say, so it came to me in this case. This here, right? It's pretty packaging. I do like it. I like this, okay? In a little box with a little bag. The palette was empty. Empty. Nothing in it. You had to put the shades in yourself. Now that was new for me. That was new. I don't think, other than Makeup Geek, when I purchased the bigger palettes from them, did I have to put the shades in, which was fine because the price point and all. I get that. They're cutting corners, trying to give you the best formula for the cheap. I get it. $88, and I gotta put my own shades in, and to beat it all, this will come out if I flip it. Okay? Why? Like, either I put it in wrong and it's not magnetic, something. I don't know. Is it a pretty palette? Yeah, it's a pretty palette, y'all. It is pretty. This is what it looks like. And this one shade alone steals my heart. It's beautiful. It's what I got on my inner corner. It's beautiful. Let's get started so that I didn't really want to pull these shades. I think the colors of them, I'm just going to point to them. That way I don't have to like flip them out of this thing and put them back in and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So the first shade I'm going to go into is this right here. And this is we're going to use as our crease shade. Or transition shade, whatever. This is the look we're going to create. Now for $88, is this revolutionary? Is this, amazing? Now, here's the thing. I am trying to keep my mind at like where, like, if it was a Tom Ford palette, or if it was or the Guerlain palettes. But there's something about them. Maybe it's the weight. Like, this does not feel heavy by no means. And it could be the weight of the palettes that are making me think, a certain way too. And I'm trying to think of their quality because I'm trying to base it off of that, right? Because, come on. ColourPop, we could have bought like 7 palettes for that price. At least 7 palettes from ColourPop. Now, so I'm not trying to compare apples to oranges. I'm trying to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, right? And I do think this is a very pretty palette. I have never purchased a Surratt palette before, so I can't really compare quality to, their brand or anything like that. I can compare it to like the other ones, and it's on par. It's on par with like a Tom Ford palette or the Guerlain palettes. It is. It comes with a little fancy bag and all, and a little box. It almost looks like a jewelry box, y'all. Like one of those, like a necklace jewelry box, like one of them. Now that's new. I've never had that with the other ones now. But, I mean, they all came in boxes, but not like that. I mean, there's something to it. And like I said, this is a very, it's buildable, it's pigmented, it's blendable, it's a very beautiful palette. Love the look. It was quite easy to achieve this look. I'm going to run that same shade right under the lower lash line. So it's easy to work with. It's buildable, blendable. It's pigmented. It's keeping to the color of the shade that's in there. So I like all that. It's kind of like what you see is what you get, in a sense. Just making sure I've got it connected pretty well. I mean, like I said, it didn't take me very long at all to create this look, and honestly, I mean, it is a very pretty look. It really, it is. This is where I have my problems, because like, oh, sorry, I'm going to a new shade. We're going to go into this shade right here. I don't like the packaging. I don't like it. I don't. Those shades are wiggling around. I'm just going to put it on my outer corner here. They're not in there very well at all. How far did I take that over? I don't think I took it over very far. I think I just took it like there. I want to keep it about the same in darkness and all. Like, to me it should be magnetic, and if it is, maybe I gotta take a sticker off or something. I don't know. It threw me that I had to put it together, so that's still throwing me even now. So there you go. I'm gonna take that same shade that I just put on the outer corner, and I'm gonna run it on the lower lash line just a little bit. And then sort of connect it up in there, basically. Maybe run it about, what do you think, a third, fourth, half? Half. We'll say half. We'll do halfway. I didn't want to take it all the way over this darker shade, so we'll just say it's halfway over. There we go. And then I'm going to take... Now this shade is a little different right here. It's almost like it's a creamy color, like it's going to be cream, but it's not. As you'll see in a minute, I really don't know how to describe this shade, to be honest with you. Watch. Okay, ready? Here we go. In the pan, it looks like it's cream, or maybe a gold. Maybe that's what it is, like a white creamy gold, maybe. Is that what you all see, maybe? Is that even a thing, a white creamy gold? But it's subtle, but yet there. You know what I mean? Like, it's very subtle, but it's sort of like boom. Like, especially in person, looking at it, it's interesting. And the way it lays on my lid, like, it's not aging at all. I mean, like, if you have very creasy lids, I would have to say this is better than even Natasha Denona's formula. Because it's not showing a crease at all in my lids. And trust me, I know. every crease and cranny of my face because I stare at it every day. Not that I want to, but I have to. So when, I see the lines in my skin, you know what I mean? And I know usually where they'll lay, where shadows will like crease or whatever. And I know that like some shadows will make it not look as bad, or you can't even notice it unless you're like way up on me. Where this one is just, I don't know. It's almost like it smoothed it in the weirdest way. I've never had a shadow do this. Okay? Never ever have I had a shadow smooth my eye the way this has. Not even a matte have I had do that. Like, I can still see the creases. I can't see the creases. I don't know what else to say other than that. It's as weird and strange as it sounds. I've never had a shadow do that. We're going to go into this one now, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And this is such a pretty color, too. Now, is this... I'm sure you probably have this shade in your collection. I know I've got this shade in mine for sure through other palettes. It just looks like a wet shade, basically. And I'm going to take it up my lid just a little bit, like I do, like that, through the crease. Just a little bit. I don't know, there's just something about that one shadow that really amazes me, the way it lays on my eye. I don't know how. It's got me intrigued. And here's the thing, I don't like the price point. Because of the way that it is, like, it doesn't feel luxe at all, right? And when it comes and you have to put it together, like, that's crazy to me. But I guess in a way, it does make sure the shadows are protected because they were in a plastic containers, each of them. Or if you did have to, maybe, like, if they had to replace it, they could just send, one instead of a whole new palette. I don't know. But $88 is still a lot of money, y'all. I'm really trying to process this, especially considering what we have on the market, how much things are, like, what's coming out. Like, is this particular palette worth it? I don't know, because here's the thing. If you have really creasy eyes, I do think this would look very, very, very flattering on you. Because, I mean, I'm older, but I'm not like, I'm 42. But like I said, I know where my creases lie on my lids. And you cannot see them. I'm going in with my YSL Lash Clash mascara. And I've never had that before. I've had shadows that make it, that look nice on the lid, you know what I mean? But never, like, blurring. They don't necessarily, like, show it, like, make it look worse than what they are or anything. But this is like a blurring shadow almost. It is crazy. I'm curious about this brand's powder products now. And I probably shouldn't be considering the price point of them. But I can't help but to think, what are all their powder products like? Are they blurring? Are they made for, what age group are they made for? I think if you were looking for, like, one palette, one fancy palette or something, that you really wanted to invest in, I would suggest this one. I really would. It is a pretty color story. It's a pretty look at the end. It could be wearable whenever, day, night, date night, special occasion, whatever you wanted it to be, used for. It could be used for. And the fact that it actually is making my lid look 10 years younger, I'm all for that now. All for that. Okay. For the waterline, what did I put in? Oh, my, what is that? Shoot. Tarte Fake Wake is what I use for my waterline. Upper and lower. Bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I think this palette's going to be sitting front and forward for a little bit. I think it's going to be sitting on my desk for me to use a little more because it's intrigued me. And like I said, it takes a lot to intrigue me. Like, it has to be a formula change or something I've never seen before. And this I've never seen before happen. And I do like the formula. I do think that the formula is high end. I don't know. $88 though, that's a lot of money. Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't regret this purchase. And there for a minute, when I opened this up and I had to put it together and all that, I was really kinda, I'm not gonna lie, regretting purchasing this. Especially knowing all the launches that are happening right now. But when I did this eye and I noticed that formula, I was like, oh, okay. And then when I just did it again on this eye, I'm like, I see. So it's something very... I just can't wrap the words around it to explain it, to be honest with you. I feel like you need to purchase it and buy it and try it yourselves to understand what I'm trying to articulate to you. Because it's so pretty. In the way the way the shadows are just laying on the eyes themselves. I don't know how, I don't know if you can see it because I'm not articulating it very well. Like, it lays on the lid without showing. Like, my lid looks like a 20-year-old lid. You know what I mean? And most shadows don't make my lid look like that. Most shadows, I'm not saying like they make it look bad. It makes it, makes it look worse. They make it look like my lid. You know what I mean? But this is something, way different. And it's got me really curious about the other formula. Because I've watched some reviews on Surratt stuff. I've never tried them. But nowhere did I ever hear anybody say it made my lid look younger, or, you know what I mean? But it does. It truly, truly does. That's all I can say. Applying those shadows made my eyes look, I don't see the creases, but yet I know they're there. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm rambling. I'm repeating myself. You guys just gotta try it. I hope that you can see what I'm trying to say. But if you can't, and maybe not this palette, maybe this palette isn't your color story, And I don't know if all the palettes are the same or if his shadows are all the same. But if they are, pick a color story and buy it. Don't buy Tom Ford. Don't buy Girl On. Don't buy... No. Buy this. Buy this. Try it. Let me know if you think it makes your lids look younger. Because I do. Like, I really do. It's the craziest thing. I watched my wrinkles almost disappear. Yet I know they're there. I know they're there. They didn't disappear because a shadow went on it. You know what I mean? Alright. I'll let you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day. But Sunday, I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to sit here and look at my eyes for the next 20 minutes and try to figure this out. Because I'm amazed. But until then, I will see you in my next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.